Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTbase.com. Welcome to a weekly COT review. Today we're going to be analyzing the 44th Commitments of Traders report of 2023. And as we always do, we shall start out by looking at the largest changes in commercials net positions. But before we jump to the review, just a brief reminder for those who are new to COT analysis. Here at COTbase.com, you'll find a lot of educational material. Not only do we have these in written format, but we have some very useful videos as well. We talk about, of course, our new indicators, but if you scroll down, we have some very useful tutorial videos and, of course, very old videos, but they're definitely showing you how you can analyze this wonderful data that CFTC publishes every week, usually on Fridays, occasionally on, of course, holidays. They may come out a couple days later. Back to the review and starting off with our first market, which is platinum. So you can see platinum is on top of our list if we order markets based on their largest changes in commercials net positions. So we're analyzing net positions and the legacy data, or as we call it, classic COT report types. There are multiple report types. We are looking at futures and options combined data. And yeah, that's pretty much it that you need to know for now. Let's get started. Platinum, 35% change over here in commercials net positions. Commercials represented with the red line. Green, they are large speculators, and blue on a separate scale chart, because they are, of course, trading in smaller volumes, are small speculators. The recent change in commercials net positions is significant, much greater than average. I'd say, just by looking at this chart, the second largest change in this 1 year time frame. Now, the previous one that was similar in magnitude, the largest, was actually just here at that top. The data itself, of course, was it's always on showing you a Tuesday's picture, and it was issued on a Friday, but still something you can act upon the next day. You can see on Monday there was a significant drop, and of course continued on in the week. So that was a very successful bearish COT change signal. Is this going to happen again? Who knows? We shall see. It does suggest some weakness coming in the next few days. Moving on to the 5 years chart, we get a chance to analyze the stress level in this market, which is still leaning towards the bullish side of things. Definitely far away from any bearish COT Extreme. So we have a more bullish picture in the longer term signal, COT Extreme signal. Now, moving on to our trading view platform here, I can show you this wonderful tool, the iCOT Intraday Indicator with AfterSignal. AfterSignal basically filters out a lot of signals that the system gives you, and then helps you when to enter a trade. You can see how well this worked on platinum. This is a very simple default setting. I didn't change anything about it. So it's a 1 hour candlestick chart on platinum, and I can show you what it does, let's say on a 5 minute, but you can definitely go into very short time frames if you wish. It's a good tool to supplement classic COT analysis. It's something we developed after many, many years of research. It is not COT data. However, it is very, very strongly correlated with the concepts of COT analysis. Something I would definitely check out if you have the chance. Moving on to our next market is going to be gasoline. Here we have a 21% change in commercials net positions. Back to the 1 year chart. Here we go. You can see it on the chart being a bit larger than average, but to be fair, not much to it really. It doesn't excite me at all. It is a bearish change signal suggesting further weakness coming. Moving to the 5 years chart, you can see that we are actually close to bullish stress levels. That was the case a couple weeks ago, but as you can see, there's no reaction from the market just yet. So if that's the case, we may actually see a continuation of traders net position developing. In the case of commercials, that would mean decreasing their net short positions, possibly going into net long territory. We shall see. It's something that we will understand in the next couple of weeks ahead of us. Not too excited about these signals, to be very frank with you. And another energy on this side of things, 17% change in WTI crude oil on a 1 year chart. You can see that over there. You can see it is larger than average. Bullish change signal suggesting some strengthening, which of course is nice to see when you have the market declining. So it is suggesting we may have reached a little bit of bottom here and could see possible strengthening But again, the size of this change signal is not that large. If we move to the 5 years chart, you can see from a stress level analysis, again, nothing to be too excited about. Small speculators seem to be more optimistic, as you can see the past couple of weeks, increasing their net long positions. So that in itself to me is more of a bearish signal. Moving to large speculators COT Extreme analysis, we have the Minneapolis wheat on top of our list, followed by the Euro British pound, and then the Kansas City wheat. I'm going to jump over that because they pretty much correlate with each other one-to-one. So we may actually end up analyzing the true US dollar index at the very end of this video. But let's get started. So we have the Minneapolis wheat, and of course a beautiful bullish COT extreme signal, all-time, meaning never in its COT history since CFTC is publishing this report have we ever seen the Minneapolis wheat at these levels. So it's an all-time COT extreme signal, bullish, of course, suggesting in the medium to long term we should see a bottom. Does that mean we should start panicking and go buying this this market? Not necessarily. These extremes could be present in the market for quite some time, but it does suggest if you are trading this market, then it's good to know that there's a significant stress level in traders' net positions building up over here. The Euro British pound we actually talked about last week, and of course, since it's a very strong signal, we may see this in the next couple of reviews. I urge you to look at the Euro and the British pound currency futures separately, their COT charts to be specific, because this is a market with not so much history. If we check the entire history, it only dates back to 2016. So I wouldn't put too much emphasis on it. Nevertheless, it is a stress level. It is of course, a bullish one, suggesting strengthening the euro against the British pound. But once again, it's a new market, new data. If you want to trade this currency pair, I'd analyze the euro and the British pound separately and come to a conclusion which one is stronger and weaker. As I said, we're going to jump over the Kansas City wheat and arrive at the true US dollar index. What do we mean by true? So we have the dollar index and we have COT data on the dollar index. What the true US dollar index does, it's actually something unique at cotbase.com. We take the basket of currencies that the dollar index represents, and based on the ratio as they are represented in the basket, we take the COT data and we come up with a special, unique, we'd say precise COT data for the dollar index. That's why we call it the true US dollar index. You can see how well this recent bullish extreme pinpointed this bottom over here. Are we at a bearish one? We're getting there. We're getting there. We have seen greater bearish extremes in the past. So there's definitely room for the dollar to gain more value. So we shall see how that turns out. Now, of course, this is a brief review. I run over a few markets, show you a few interesting COT signals. But if you really want to dig into this report, then consider subscribing to cotbase.com. And of course, with that, you get all the tool sets that are available here. You can dig into a specific market that you trade. We talked about the true US dollar index. There you go. You can actually analyze the data set separately. If you are a pro member, you can actually download the data itself. So we have the COT Base Pro membership. It also gives you the tools in NinjaTrader. So if you have a NinjaTrader platform, you can actually analyze the COT data in there with our tool sets. The iCOT Intraday Indicator, the basic and the one with AfterSignal, are here. They are a wonderful supplemental tool. We have some very useful example charts explaining to you what the different signals are, and of course, great videos as well if you are interested in it. And I'm always here to answer any of your questions. If you have any, just email me to info@cotbase.com. And I'd appreciate any questions you may have. Thank you very much for your attention. I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope to see you in my next one, probably next week. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Take care and goodbye.